I haven't hack squatted in weeks. Haven't Smith squatted. Just been doing like a hip press for the leg press and a lot of seated stuff.
Where's the plug?
I'm sorry?
I want to pull the plug. Where's the plug?
No, you're not.
Pull the plug, dog.
Alrighty, everybody. What is happening? Welcome back to the series. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I have a bit of an injury. I got injured a few weeks ago during some back training. I was doing just a landmine row, like a standard landmine row with a barbell through my legs. Did it really well, and then just on the last rep, when I went to drop the weight back to the floor, I kind of stuck with it, and it overextended my lower back just a little bit. Now we're gonna hit a shoulder day. Go pretty heavy, but just not anything crazy to tax my lower back. Everything's gonna be seated. So yeah, let's get after it. Let's smash it. Road to 190. Dealing with some health issues, dealing with some injuries, but that's the name of the game. You just gotta keep your head down, stay locked, and stay on top of it. That's the thing too, to backtrack before we get too distracted. Recognizing that it's an SI joint issue and addressing it now is what's gonna keep it from turning into like a disc issue. And I'm too fucking young to be dealing with disc issues. So stay on top of it, stay on top of your injuries, get them checked out if they're serious, and be the best you. So let's get after it, let's get a shoulder workout in, and smash it. So to help with SI joint injuries, there's just that basic stretch where you essentially can either tuck your foot behind your knee and bring it over, or fully bring the leg over. I fully bring my leg over, shift my pelvis a little bit, and it'll release my lower back sometimes. But to be honest, it's been so tight, I'm not even sure if this is gonna help at all. I really hope it cracks, because that would be fucking awesome. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just another example of how fucking beat up and geriatric-esque I am.
Well, he needs to rest.
No rest for the sick.
So we're gonna start with some pressing, a couple laterals, some shrugs, and then maybe a little rear delt action, and then just have fun. So let's get after it. Have you ever tried to not make a face when you're lifting? Yeah. I've tried, and like my eyebrows will like twitch. I'll be like.
Here we're doing a seated lateral raise.
Now, we started with the press, we did the lateral, now we're doing the rear. So we've done anterior, lateral, and now posterior. All the angles, so you can get a fucking baseball delt.
Every single day I feel the pressure. Diamonds in my eyes, I know I'm special. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. In the gym, I gotta get my work in.
Double drop sets.
Yeah, I had to lose it all to find my purpose. Yeah, but I won't need it.
Yeah, that's fine. Lower back's fine. None of this stuff really affects it. Like I said, it's not arching my back. That hurts, right? You're doing a pull down, doing a row, whatever. It's actually like bending over. So to be honest, exercising itself is not very bad, but like loading plates, shit like that, not good. I haven't hack squatted in weeks. Haven't Smith squatted. Just been doing like a hip press for the leg press and a lot of seated stuff. But like I said, it's not the during that hurts. It's once I get home and it ceases up, it's fucked. Once I settle and my body tightens up, it gets fucked. So hopefully this adjustment today is gonna, hopefully I get adjusted today. It's an initial evaluation, which I think is gonna be like testing, and then he'll probably do like one adjustment. Might as well try 115 for 10.
Lightweight, easy.
trying to touch the elbows together. So you're trying to press, trying to touch the inside of your elbows together, right? So you're trying to squeeze your elbows together.
Damn.
Jesus. This song just changed to the most non-gym song. I can't do it.
Oh,
I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh. The goal is by the end of January to be closing in on that 190 mark. Guys at my height class are turning pro at anywhere from low end like 170 to high end 180. And so if I was on stage at 162 pounds or so, if I can add 10 pounds to that of muscle and be 172 on stage, that's pro card, that's closing in on pro card worthy. So that's the goal, is to put on 20 pounds and hopefully get roughly 10 pounds of muscle out of it. So that's the idea, right? If you use the 45, you can only get so much range of motion. If you use a 25, you get a lot more range of motion. Just gotta be careful when you're putting it back down, because that's what hurt my back. You have a lot of range of motion, but when you put it back down, so that's what happened. I was doing the reps perfectly fine, and then when I went to put it back down, I went with it, and it just freaking, it torqued my back. That was pretty solid. Feel good. Alrighty, brutal. So we just wrapped it up. That's gonna be the shoulder push day. We did 4 shoulder exercises, and then I like to throw just a little bit of chest in on my shoulder training. So we finished off with just a press and then a plate fly, which is also still gonna hit your anterior delt a little bit. So full shoulder workout, front to back. Finish off with a little chest, wicked pump. Feel full, feel good. And now it's just locking in, making sure I get my food in, water, and then off to go get this adjustment. Hopefully my back will feel better by the end of the day, but that's gonna be the workout. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys later.
Your mobility is really restricted, right?
It's right in there is where it starts to...
How's that? Good. Watch, yeah. Good. Little push. There it goes. Yeah, see?
So would you just say, kind of moving forward day to day, just practice more like those cobras, as like a, if I go to the gym tomorrow.
So in general, right now, because it's an irritation factor, what we look at is the things that make it feel better, we want to incorporate more of those things.
Okay.
So like your extension maneuvers actually, I think, help it, make it feel pretty good. You can see where your limitations are, and what we want is we want to increase that limitation. So like that kind of push-up pose that you're in, at that top end, you're feeling a little discomfort. We want to drop it down maybe 10% and just work through that range right now.
Gotcha.
Over the next couple of days, it should expand and grow even more. Your relief will grow with it. Okay. Flexion things obviously with load irritate you, so we just be very mindful of how much flexion we use at this time. Anything that you do should be as neutral spine as you can get it.
I'm 25 or 26 having these issues. I don't, what does 50 look like?
You get a hold on them, nothing.
Exactly.
You look, you feel great, because ultimately the things that you're doing as well are the things that are going to keep you healthier for longer periods, right? The activities, the lifting, the exercise. Well, that's actually really good for your body. You can pull. With that said, right, like, I think the biggest issue is probably how do you modulate that as you grow, right? Like you're 25, 26, you're hitting like kind of the next 3 to 4 years, you're going to be hitting actual peak physique form, prime, okay? Whether on a hormonal level, right? On a personal growth level, all of those things are coming together. So, you know, how do you make sure that that stays stable so that down the road it doesn't create massive amounts of issues, but you can still achieve some of the goals you want, right? But we've seen this issue with all professional athletes across the board. Sometimes the schedule, the training is too rigorous, too much volume all the time, constant, right? So you need to keep an eye on things. But smart, get yourself a good coach.
So when he did my left side and he brought my leg over, it popped immediately. Did my right side, just nothing. And he was like, that's what he was saying. He was like, your right side should be popping or releasing just like your left side, and it was just nothing. So you heard him. I don't need to explain it anymore. You heard him, so we just got to stay on top of it, really work on my mobility, and then just hit this PT and try to get healthy, because I'm trying to push it. I'm trying to make some gains, and like he said, we just got to work to get there. So pretty good news, I guess. You know, nothing major, so we're gonna stay on top of it and we'll be good. So let's get it.